Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the continuation of the video part 1 on chapter number 4 and worksheet number 4, data handling and presentation. So without delay, let us get started. So this is where we ended on the question talking about a bar graph, and this is how we draw the bar graph. Now moving to the next question, we have question number 17. Questions number 17 says that the following pictograph shows the number of desktop sold by a company during a week. The scale used a triangle symbol which represents 5 desktops. We have on Monday, how many symbols are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it means 6 into 5 will give you 30 desktop that were sold on Monday. On Tuesday, how many symbols are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do 4 into 5 equals 20 desktop. On Wednesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number is the same as on Monday. So go ahead writing 6 into 5 equal to 30. Likewise, on Thursday, we have 1, 2, 3 symbols. So 3 into 5 equals to 15. And on Friday, we have 2 symbols. So we have 2 into 5, that equals 10. And lastly, we have 1 symbol, which is 1 into 5 equals 5. Now let us answer these related questions. How many desktops were sold on Saturday? So on Saturday, we have how many desktops? So you're going to write 5. How many desktops were sold on Monday? So on Saturday was 5, and on Monday it was 30. So you write here 30. How many desktops were sold during the week? Meaning Monday all the way to Saturday. So what you're supposed to do is to take all these numbers plus them. Meaning 30 plus 20 plus 30 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5 equals to, let me check, 30 plus 20 plus 30 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5. So that is 50, 80, that will be 90 plus 20, 110. Or you can do it from here and you get the answer straight away. So this is 0, that is 10, carry 1. This is 5, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. So 110 still, either way. The next question, on which 2 days was the sale maximum? Look for the big number out of this. We have on Monday and we have on Wednesday. Or even if you don't have these numbers, you can even look on these pictures and come to tell on which days was the sale maximum. Where do you see many symbols? You can see it on Monday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on Wednesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where do you see many symbols? Is where you can get the maximum sell. So on which 2 days? It was on Monday and Wednesday. So here you write Monday and Wednesday. Okay. On which day was the sell minimum? Look at which day has very less symbols. On Monday, no. Tuesday, no. So quickly, it is on Sunday with one symbol. Sorry, on Saturday. So here you go ahead writing on which day was the sell minimum. That was on Saturday. That was on Saturday. So you are done. So this question number 17 ends here. And then we move to the next last two questions. Now, a die was thrown 35 times. A die was thrown 35 times, and the following numbers were obtained. This is a die. So if you roll this die, there is a time when this die will show a face with 3 dots. A face with 3 dots. Or there is when this die will show another face with different number of dots, maybe 2 dots. So when you keep lowering or you keep throwing this die, the numbers on each face keeps on changing. So the more you roll, the number of times will increase also. Now, this dice was rolled 35 times. Now, when you roll it 35 times, what are the scores? The scores were getting a face with 5 dots, getting a face with maybe, say, 2 dots, getting a face with, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. Keep rolling, and the number of scores are getting recorded. Now, what is the question? Can you prepare a tally mark? A tally mark, in other words, is known as a frequency distribution table. So here you write a frequency distribution table. A frequency distribution table. Now, a frequency distribution table, like as I said earlier, uses only 3 columns. Let me remove this. Okay, so we have this table which uses 3 columns. This column, which is wider, is labeled as tally marks. And the first column stands for the data itself, which is talking about a die which was thrown 35 times and the following numbers were obtained. So here you write numbers on a die that was thrown 35 times. So now, what you're supposed to do with these numbers? What are you supposed to do with these numbers? Everybody pay attention here. You arrange these numbers from smallest number to the biggest number. So the smallest number here is 1. So you write here 1. Make a border. The next number is 2. Keep going until you get or you reach the largest number. So in this, you have to make sure that you arrange all the numbers you have, but you start with the smallest all the way to the biggest number. So the smallest is 1, 2, and the next numbers continue until the largest number, which is 6. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lastly 6. Now, after setting up this table like this, the numbers which you have are arranged starting from the smallest number to the largest number. Now we start with the tally. The first number is 5, so cross out 5 and you record here. Next number is 1, you record here. 4, record here. Sorry. Then 2, record it here. And then you have 3, record it here. You have 2 again, record here. You have 6, record here. Keep going, again 6, record here, 6. And then you have 1, record here. You have 4, record it here. You have 2, record here. 5, record here. And then you have 4, record here. You have 5, record it here. You have 3, record it here. 6, record it here. 1, record it here. 5, keep it here. 2, record it here. 6, put it here. 2 again. This time for a 2, you form a band of 5. Then you have 5. Record it here by forming a bundle. That was 5. Then you have 4. Record it here. Then you have 1. Record it here. 3. Record it here. 2. Put it here. 1. Make a bundle of 5. That is 1. Then 4. Make a bundle of 5. Then you have 1. 6. Make a bundle of 5. 2. Record it there. After 2, then we have 6. Record it here. We have 3. Record it here. We have 3 again. Make a band of 5. and lastly 3, then put it here. Frequency is the last column. Frequency is the last column. Frequency. Frequency means we count. Frequency means we count. Count the tallies. So frequency stands for the count of the tallies. Now, how do we get the frequency? Count the tallies. Here we have 5, 6. Here we have 5, 7. Here we have 5, 6. Here we have 5. Here we have again 5. Here we have 5, 6. How do you know that this table is correct? When you find the total. The total of these frequencies, should be equal to the number of times this die was thrown. So it should be equal to 35. If it is not equal to 35, that means there is one data we skipped. So let us start. 6 plus 7, this is 13, plus 6, 19, plus 5, 24, plus 5, 29, then 35. Let me repeat again. Maybe you can do like this. 6 plus 6, 12, plus 7, 19, plus 5, 24, 24 plus 5, 29, plus 6, 35. So we got the table correct. Okay? The last question on this worksheet. Prepare a tally mark and a frequency table for the data. This data you see was from test scores out of 30. Now, can you prepare a tally mark and a frequency table? Basically, tally mark and frequency table, they mean the same thing. So right here, frequency table, or some other people call it frequency distribution table. So that is a frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table. Now, like as I said, a frequency distribution table has 3 columns. So, go ahead drawing the 3 columns. You draw the 3 columns. The column for tally should be wide enough. So you write here, tally marks. And this first column will be all about the data. The data is all about test scores out of 30. So you write here, test scores. Test scores. And later we will have the frequency here. So how do we arrange this data? I told you. You arrange this data from the smallest number to the largest number. So what is the largest number and what is the smallest number? The smallest number is 20. So you write 20. Put a border. The next after 20 is 21. So you can write 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 30 is the largest number. So from 20, we keep going. 21, 22, 23, then you have 24, and then you have 25. We need more space. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, last 3, you have 30. All right? Now, after arranging all these numbers, starting with the smallest to the largest, then we start recording. So how do we do that? It's simple. The first number you cross out, that is 20, and you record here, 20. 21, record here. 22, record here. 20, you record here. 23, you record here. 24, record it here. 22, record it here. 25, record here. 20, record here. 26, record here. 27, record here. 24, record here. 28, record here. 22, record here. 29, record here. 30, record here. 23, record it here. 21, record it here. 27, record here. 25, record here. 20, record here. 26, record here. 28, record here. 29, record here. 24, record here, and you are done. Then finally, record frequency by counting the carries. This is 4, this is 2, that is 3, this is 2, this is 3, this is 3, this is 2, 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 and lastly that is 1. How do you know that it is correct? Just find the total of the frequency. Total of the frequency. So starting from here, that total should equal, when you count how many data is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So when you add the frequency, you should get 25. Let us see. That is 6, 9, 11, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, let me start afresh. So we have until here 6, 9, 11, 14, 16, 18, 20. So until here is 20. Then you have 22, 24, 25. So that means my table is correct. Because here when you count one by one, you get 25. Let us count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that means we got it correct. We got the table correct. Alright, so now this is the last question which I've done, and this will be the last question on data handling and presentation, chapter number 4. So that's all for today. Bye-bye.